Hey, hello, welcome back to Diecast Resurrection. Today we are working on a little project. This was a car that was bought on eBay and sent in by a subscriber named Michael. This is a car that somebody's previously modified, as you can tell by these screws. And he asked me if I could do something with it. These flames are just stickers and they're quite impressive actually. I would like to know what kind of printer is going to be able to cut out stuff this small, because this is probably right out of a vinyl printer. It's quite impressive. So I do have a plan for this. We're going to just spruce it up a little bit. These stickers are kind of tacky and cheap, so we're going to do somewhat of a repaint on this thing, get it back on the road. Probably wondering where the hell is the Trans Am vid. Well, unfortunately the rear bumper hasn't shown up yet. I was expecting it to be in the mail like 3 days ago and it's just not here yet, so that one's on hold, waiting on parts, which is kind of how every project goes sometimes. So you can expect that one in the future, but for now we're going to fill some time and work on this little gasser. It's pretty cool. I don't like the thickness of these front tires, but I do like the white walls, so we're probably going to leave those alone and just kind of fix the paint on this. So let's get going on this thing. Let's see what else this guy did here. It's interesting, I've never taken apart a car that somebody else has actually worked on before. Oh, no signature? Bruh. A little bit of DNA on the windshield there, we'll clean that up. Factory interior. Oh wow, he's just got these glued in. I guess that's one way to do it. 2012 Mattel, made in Malaysia. Alright, so I have an evil plan for this, but my evil plan is only going to work if I can get these stickers to lay down flat. So I'm going to have to... I'm going to have to stick them down somehow, and I think the best way is it's not going to be glue. Glue would be silly. What would be even more silly would be using a liquid mask to stick them down. But we're going to try it anyways. I know what you're thinking. Why in God's name are you using a liquid mask to try to get those to stick? Well, quite simple. I'm going to use this decal or this sticker on here as a mask. And we're going to hit the car with some fresh paint, and then we're going to peel off the sticker, and what's going to be left is these kind of gray flames. The reason I'm using a liquid mask for this is because it's going to dry like a silicone, yet it peels off clean. So it's a lot better than using glue. We're going to mix up a little bit of paint here. Got a little Candy 2.0. This is called Deep Purple. So I don't need a lot because I'm not doing a super deep candy. Put in a little bit of balance and clear. A little bit of reducer. I'm going to give it a quick coat of this Quicksilver Chrome, and it's going to make this all shiny and flashy. So depending on how these... Actually, I don't know. Let's just do it. Rather than talking about it, let's just do it. Actually, it reminds me of a comment I got from some old man that was like, "Shut up and work, boy." So nice. You guys are so good to me. Stuff's nice. You can use it right out of the container. Now you're probably laughing at my painting style there, saying, how come he wasn't just doing nice passes on it? When you're spraying this Quicksilver, you can't do that. You want to use a lot of air and just a little teeny bit of paint. Here comes the purple. It would help if I had ventilation on. Okay, so this has got a pretty cool look going right now. Let's see if I can get these stickers off. Alright, eBay guy, let's turn your car into something pimp. Yeah. So we might turn these into ghost flames now that I'm thinking about it a little bit here. You know, that might be cool. Rather than just leaving it like this. It looks okay, but I mean, we could kick it up a notch. Okay, we're gonna take this up a notch here, and I got purple in here still. Candy goes on so thin that we're gonna just turn these flames into, well, you'll see. We're going to go back to the bench and we're going to do just a couple little details on this thing, nothing too crazy. We'll get it clear coated. Okie dokie, eBay guy. I don't have the thin tipped pens at the moment, so I gotta be super careful. These little door handles on here. I'm not going to even try to do the trim because I'm a firm believer of if you can't do it well, just don't do it. I think it looks worse if you do a crappy job than if you just don't put it on there. So we're going to do this little master cylinder cover. That's a nice little touch there. I should do the radiator. That'd be nice as well. A lot of people don't like silver on the headlights, but if I use white, it's going to turn into purple, so. Sorry, bros, but that's how she goes sometimes. Probably going to keep doing a couple more coats on these taillights till they brighten up a little bit. Alright, this thing is pimp, even with Buddy's runs. Look at that thing. Ugh. Don't worry, it's going to look good after it's clear coated. So we're going to give this a second or so for my markers to totally dry up. Oh yeah, I got to do that rad. Don't forget the rad. And just taking it up a notch. Kind of enjoying this. It was just a little bit of flat black, so it's going to dry to a nice kind of radiator color. Actually, unfortunately, it's going to get glossed when we clear coat. Yeah, I think that's all I'm going to do on this bad boy. I can't wait to see it clear coated. I think it's going to look decent, so I'm going to let these markers dry fully. We'll get this clear coated, and I'll get this thing baking in the oven a little bit. Well, not in the oven, but I got my way. Got my way of baking paint. Just getting ready to do a clear coat here. Get my mask on. And we're back. So it's been about 2 hours. I do kind of a speed cure on my clear coat. And for urethane clear coat like this, you can do it in about 60 minutes at about 60 degrees Fahrenheit. So what I do is I have a little stand that holds the car above like a 60 watt light bulb. Don't set it directly on a light bulb. You'll have some issues with sometimes your colors and stuff will bleed below the clear coat. Crazy things happen, but make a little grill out of wire that's about an inch off the light bulb, and you'll have your clear coat hardened in about an hour. So I got a couple little pimples on here. There's a real bad one right here. It's just left. I didn't even clean this car before I did my paint job, so I'm just going to clean it up with a little bit of wet sanding. And then we're going to polish. Should be perfect after anyways. I'm hoping. It's 1500 grit, as you guys know. Stay away from the edges, as you guys know. Pretty straightforward at this point. If you're a regular subscriber. If you're not, you might want to hit that button. This thing's going to be pimped. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? The sides weren't really a problem. It was mostly just this roof, and I think I got it pretty good. When you got the water on there, you can kind of see what's going on. I think I got the main pimple I was worried about, and the rest is looking pretty fresh. So I think we're going to just switch over to a polish here. This is professional machine polish auto body companies will use. This is step 2. There's one more step after this, which is like a fine machine polish. But these are probably about $60 a jug. So step 2 gives us a really gorgeous finish. But if you got just money to burn, you could get step 3 after this and step 1. But I recommend only getting step 2, and it'll polish out this 1500 sanding we just did to like a beautiful shine. Up to you. I mean, I don't want to spend that much money. Just going to smear this around with my finger, get everything nice and coated so it doesn't spray all over my office here. I usually do about 2 or 3 applications, depending on how bad it is, but usually once you get it down to 1500 grit, I'd say 3 little applications is probably enough. You don't even need a power tool. This stuff works so good, you could just do it with a rag. I mean, it's a little bit more work, but it's doable. Okay, now I'm going to go give this a rinse with some warm water just to remove some of this extra polish from, the little areas I can't buff off with a rag. And then I'm going to give it a wax with a terry cloth, and then we're going to do an assembly. Pimp. Give this thing a nice little wax. Just a detailing wax, because I don't want any kind of paste that's going to get stuck in between all the little door jambs and everything. And since we're here, let me show you what this Candy Effects looks like. Let me kill this. So it's pretty cool. I like the effect on this one. Even though I'm using Buddy's, I don't know, whatever paint he was using. Be cool. This might be one of your cars. You never know. Someone who's a subscriber. Now that we're almost at 70K, that is unbelievable. And I started the channel in October, so thank you everybody for subscribing. Wouldn't have a channel without you guys. Click, 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 click. Alright, let's put this back together. Gonna use Buddy's exact same screws. Man, that thing looks so much better than it did. I want to keep it for myself. It's so sweet. I like those white walls. Got a little bit of a wobble in the wheels, but I mean, that's just Buddy gluing them in there. Anyway, we did some custom paint on this thing today, and I love the look with the chrome interior, chrome engine, purple paint, white mags. I'll throw it up on the rotisserie, have another look at it. So there we go, guys. Custom candy gasser. And we did a pretty good job of kind of modifying Buddy's existing modification. I think it looks really good. I'd be happy to own it, but I'm also happy to send it back to Michael. I really do hope he enjoys it. It wasn't that much work. Kind of a quick little paint mod. All the work was done by those stickers Buddy had on there, so... But anyways, that's what I got for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Smash that like button if you enjoyed this. If you want to see more of this kind of stuff, I'm sure you do. I like doing jobs like this. This was a nice easy one. And I'm definitely going to look into one of those little printers. If I can print out my own little sticker masks like that, the options are going to be endless. So until next time, guys, hopefully the video I do next is finishing off that Trans Am if the bumper has shown up. I don't know if it is, no promises, but sorry to make you guys wait for it, but you know I'll keep you entertained in the meantime. See you later.